Hello everybody. Welcome to this broadcasting. Today I want to tell you about how to become an English teacher in Korea. Actually, there are many different kinds of methods to become an English teacher in Korea. So today I'm gonna introduce you about that. Okay, first of all, let me tell you several methods to become a teacher. There are many different places in Korea that you can teach English. If you are native English speaking country people, then I strongly believe that you can get a job in Korea as an English teacher. But some kind of a graduation certificate of university might be necessary in Korea to become an English teacher. If you are planning to work in private high school in Korea, which is called the Hagwon, basic requirement is that bachelor's degree of university. Your major doesn't matter. Once I saw an English teacher who came from Canada, basically her major was graphic arts. I mean, that doesn't relate to English teaching at all. A completely different subject. I mean, completely unconnected major with English teaching. But she still could teach English in Korea in private high school, private institution, which is called Hagwon. You need to know about Hagwon. I mean, private institution in Korea's characteristic. There are so many private institution. It's not school at all. It's not a public school or private school at all. It is kind of a teaching institution. I mean, in Korea, the education level is really high, and so many people dream to go to top university of Korea or foreign countries. To be able to do that, a lot of students take English lessons in private school, which is called Hagwon. That's why there is a huge requirement of English teachers. I mean, there are Hagwons in Korea, they want to hire many English teachers who can speak English fluently. And that's why if your English is so fluent, I mean, it doesn't matter your English is fluent or not. Basically, you need to be some kind of a native English speaking country people. If your English ability is so great, if you live in non-English speaking country, then it's gonna be so hard to get an English teacher job in Korea. At least, basic requirement is that university bachelor's degree and also your nation. I mean, your mother tongue is English or not. That is basic requirement to become an English teacher in Korea. And you could teach in private institution, which is called the Hagwon, or you can teach in school, public school or private school in Korea, or you could even teach students in university. If you have only bachelor's degree, you can teach students even in university, but your university name value should be really great to teach students in university. And also, your major need to be a little bit more scholastic related thing or language teaching related thing. If your major is such a thing, then definitely you could easily get an English teacher job in Korea's university. You know, your position is not a professor if you teach students in university in Korea. Your position is some kind of an instructor or some kind of just a simple English teacher, not a professor at all. But you can still teach students, university students, and if you get that kind of job in Korea, then you can have long vacation, same as your country's university vacation time. I mean, maybe approximately 3 months, you're gonna teach your students in university. And for 3 months again, you're gonna take your vacation time. And also, you're gonna approximately teach for 3 months, and after that, you're gonna take 3 months of vacation time again. So I'm not quite sure that when you take your vacation time for 3 months, you can still get salary or not. I'm not quite sure about that. But at least, if you work for 3 months, you can travel for 3 months. The another 3 months around the Korea area or near the country such as Japan or China. So it could be possibly it could be good choice if you want to enjoy traveling in Korea. If you take that kind of university teacher job, then it might be good. One thing is clear. If you work in that place as an English teacher, your position is not a professor at all, because basically to become a professor in Korea, basic requirement is at least getting a doctor's degree. So if you have only bachelor's degree or master's degree, it won't happen to become a professor in Korea's university. But just in case, if your major is English language education related thing, or English literature related thing, or English writing, or such a thing, English teaching related major, if your major is such a that, then if you graduate from master's degree, then you could possibly become some kind of a basic level of professor of Korea's university. I believe so. And next option is that to become an Hagwon's English teacher. As I already mentioned, Hagwon is private school. I mean, Korean people eagerly want to learn English to go to top universities in Korea. And also, to get a good job, so many Korean students go to Hagwon. So, if you can easily become a Hagwon English teacher if you came from America, England, or South Africa, or New Zealand, Canada, or English-speaking countries, even Scotland or Ireland. If your English is so fluent, then you can easily become a teacher of that kind of places. And also, at least you need to get a bachelor's degree. You need to graduate. Or if you did not graduate, at least you need to went to the university at least more than for 2 years, I guess. So that is basic requirement. So with that, you can become a Hagwon teacher. The salary of Hagwon is pretty not bad. I mean, sometimes they pay for your housing and your airplane tickets, round trip tickets, and also your salary might be pretty good, not bad at all. So I recommend you to become private institutions English teacher if you want to travel Korea area, and also if you are interested in teaching Korean students, not Korean students, teaching students in English stuff. And also, right before coming to Korea, if you never have experience teaching students, I mean English teaching, if you never experienced that, please take TESOL course certificate or take that kind of course. Have you heard about TESOL? I mean, that is kind of a teaching English course. So if you take that course, then maybe you can develop your teaching skill. So you could teach well. Not well quite. I mean, you could teach better, I think. So if you get that certificate when you become a English teacher in Korea, maybe you could get better deal. If you do not have such a certificate or such a major, maybe your salary goes down. If you have such a thing, your salary will go up. So you need to focus on that. So anyway, if you teach that thing, if you teach in Korea's private school, you can get pretty decent salary. So I personally recommend you to do that if you want to enjoy Korea's life. My point is that enjoy means some kind of a traveling Korea's beautiful places and meeting Korean people and tasting tasty Korean food, such a thing. And also, there is another option, is that the last option is to become a school teacher. I mean, private school and public high school or middle school, even elementary school teacher. So if you become public elementary school teacher in Korea, then your salary might be pretty similar with private institutions teacher, but your time of teaching is really good. I mean, early in the morning, you're gonna go to school, and you can finish your work approximately 3:30 or 4:30, so you can have your personal time pretty well. If you work in private institution, which is called Hagwon, usually students go to Hagwon when they finish their school. So they go to Hagwon after 3:30 or 4:30. So from 3:30 or 4:30 up until late at night, you need to work in private school, which is called Hagwon, isn't it? So if you are type of person who enjoy evening time, then you need it might be better to choose to become an elementary school teacher or middle school teacher rather than private institutions teacher. Because if you become private institutions teacher, you need to work at night. So the only time you can have your lifetime is morning time usually. So your life might be not that great. I mean, early in the morning or just the morning time, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just sleep in the morning time, and you're gonna sleep up until 11 o'clock, and you're gonna lazily wake up like that? Are you want to have such a lifetime? It might be a little bit bad, isn't it? So I think if you are some kind of an evening type of person, then I mean, if you want to enjoy evening time, then if you become a school teacher, then it might be better to you. And there are many different types of schools and institutions and universities that you could teach English in Korea. And one thing that I really want to say is that Korea is a really beautiful place to live and to meet people and to enjoy. But personally, I want to say that please do not come to Korea for weird stuff. I mean, just I don't want to even mention about that. Some English-speaking country people come to Korea and they do something bad things in Korea, and they sometimes appear on the newspaper article. Please, when you come to Korea, don't do that. Just enjoy your life, but behave well. It's a little bit hard to mention about that. In my experience, some really bad English-speaking country people, when they come to Korea, their purpose was weird stuff. I mean, enjoying dirty stuff. You can understand what I mean. But it's really bad thing to do. Please don't come to Korea to do that. Just come to Korea, enjoy beautiful places, and enjoy tasty food. And also, meeting a Korean people might be really, really great things to do. Do good things when you come to Korea. I believe so. You're gonna do that, isn't it? So there are many chances to teach English and to get good, pretty decent salary, and as an English teacher in Korea. So I hope you're gonna come to Korea and you're gonna teach English for students. But right before doing that, you need to prepare a lot. You need to prepare some kind of a teaching skills in English, and also you need to prepare many different kinds of good activities, which is really effective to teach students in Korea. Right before coming to Korea, prepare a lot those kind of stuff. Then your salary would be goes up, and your life in Korea might be so much better. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later about this issue. Okay, I really hope that this information might be available and good information for you. Okay, thanks for listening to this broadcast.